Hey, folks, Wargoul here. This is our attempt at a podcast here. I'm joined with Tundragames and Chris from Comfy Chair Gaming, and yeah, we're going to see how this one goes.
Hey.
And that would be Tundra.
Anybody else think this is really silly?
And already we're off to a flying start.
Hell yeah, man. We're doing great.
It's always going to feel silly until you're ready.
Right.
Or until you just go with it.
We'll
right?
get comfy with it eventually, but for now, we'll just kind of
Only
mess with
you
it.
will be comfy in your chair.
Yeah, not all of us have chairs.
Comfiest. Hey, I'm not. Hey, man. Nothing against you, chair. Nothing against you. They don't mean that. He says, stroking his chair. Dude, I moved this chair to this apartment specifically for this YouTube channel. So, thank you.
On my head.
Yeah. 75 miles, dude.
27 blocks.
Uphill.
I have been there and done that.
Did I mention it was snowing in July?
That's happened before.
I was in Australia at the time.
Yeah. Go and walk about in the outback with my chair on the back.
All right, so let's bring ourselves back to what we're here for.
Wait, there's a purpose to this?
Welcome to the back roots.
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit. All right, guys. So we're here today. We're going to talk about Zompiercer.
Zompiercer.
Something that came up a while ago, actually. Anybody pay attention to the fact that this actually was posted back in March of 2020?
Yeah. It's been out, but I think the developer actually reposted it or re-somethinged it earlier today.
Yeah, because I noticed that and it said 14 hours ago.
Yeah.
It's a thing, right? I couldn't say retweeted because it wasn't on Twitter.
He edited it.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
Edited.
I think he added things
What's
to
editing?
it.
Yeah, I hadn't read the whole thing eventually or all the way through because you had pointed out the robot thing. I was just like, wait, robots? That was on there?
Yeah, dude, the dog.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's freaking.
It's
awesome,
I really do need glasses.
That robot dog.
The thing that jumped out at me though, I was just like, well, hell yeah! I've been itching for co-op on this because the game feels kind of lonely, with yourself, and I can respect that aspect because you're hunting down Bob and Mary and who else, but they're sitting in the bottom of some zombie stomach right now,
or they are the zombie. But I agree. It's you go through all these towns and all these little stops, and you just there has to be somebody. Yeah, well, we can forget about Meg, but there's you go through these towns and all these POIs, and there has to be at least something here. So my key thing is when you have the NPCs that he wants to put in there, you can find them, rescue them, bring them back to the train, and now they're part of your crew. I thought that was a pretty cool aspect.
Yes,
yeah, that's a pretty sweet concept. I like that too.
And whenever they made this centered around the train, it's come on now, let's put weapons or something on there, and I like the fact that
you did put that in there. They're going to be doing it.
Oh yeah, and I was like, that's awesome, turrets, and we actually now have a purpose for the train other than our hoarding habits,
going from A to B to whatever.
Who has not me.
I don't know, man. Somebody I don't know, maybe Tundra. Somebody guy with deep-seated issues has this massive hoarding issue.
I can't leave one piece of scrap behind, man.
No, man.
For some reason, I don't know why.
You'll never know when you need 17,000 pieces of cloth.
Oh, yeah.
One of these days, I'm going to need to build that robot dog. So
right? And who knows? It might
everything.
Yeah.
It might just be that cloth.
That's another point of that, though. It's a very unfortunate thing, and the thing that he even said there, it may delete the saves or make the saves unusable with the new version.
I'm okay with that, though.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking forward to having
a fun game.
I'm actually looking forward to having this new systems, all these mechanics, and all these new things implemented, so that way we can all start over again
from scratch.
Yeah, we'll be on the same page, and then hopefully if there's multiplayer, we can all experience this whole thing together with our respective communities too. I think that'd be pretty sweet.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Get in there all together and just record as a group. That would be
amazing. Hell yeah, dude.
And I really am thinking about reaching out to him and see if he would mind sponsoring, like, a few keys or something like that as a giveaway.
That'd be fantastic, because I'd love to do some giveaways too.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I'd love to do some giveaways for this. I'd love to be able to sit there and have a little, like, if we make this a more regular thing and we have more discussions like this, I would love to bring the developer into our chat with us too.
Yes.
Yeah, and just
awesome.
Yes. And I don't care what the game is either. Like, it could be this one. It could be like any game that we play. I would love to have at least one developer if it's a team, but in this case, it's one guy who does an awesome job by himself, I might add. This is not an easy thing to do.
Fantastic job. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, game dev is not an easy thing to do. Like, I have a very small amount, and I think Tundra does too, but like, very small amount of game dev experience, and it's not an easy thing to do. So if my hat goes off to this dude, because he's not only made something, he's made something that people are enjoying. If I were to make it, people are like, what the hell is this?
And like, I always hear the crack too, because it's made with Unity, and like, apparently there's Unity's either very difficult or just kind of notoriously buggy to work with.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the case.
It could be notoriously buggy, and it's really, really going to be difficult for him to implement the multiplayer through Unity.
Yeah.
But once he gets it all set up, it's going to be freaking flawless. I mean, Unity is pretty awesome. He could update this game to make it even similar to 7 Days to Die, where you have the
voxel,
not the voxel, the voxel kind of roadmap. So it could be an ever-changing world that you can be destroying from start to finish.
Yeah, we got the random gen thing is coming too.
Or what was it that you done the other day, Tundra? Like, you couldn't, or in one of your videos, you said like you couldn't harvest the broken chair for wood.
Yeah,
it's already broken down for you.
I said that.
Yeah,
I said that in one of my.
It's like it's broken on the floor. Like, why can't I just pick it up as wood?
I said that in one of my first videos too. I was like, what? I can't break down a broken chair? It's already broken.
I actually remember that. Yeah.
I'm like, why did what?
And I would love to be able to jump. That would be nice.
Yes.
I can understand why he did that though. And I actually kind of like the no jumping, because I like how
I can understand it too.
I like how you can't just like have something following you. Like when you get a fast dude running at you, right? But you couldn't like just jump over some barrels and no, you can't get me. It's like you have to either turn and face him, or you have to go into like mousy maze mode and you have to just scramble. I like the scramble.
Or you can squeeze between two cars and
Also yes. Or you guys can cheat. I mean, you can figure it out.
Hey, if it's in the game, it's
cheating,
technically
I call
a feature.
It using what's there. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Of course, I'm also jealous that I didn't think of it first. So there's that.
Yeah.
So other mechanics. What kind of other mechanics do you guys like and not like?
I'm looking forward.
I saw. Yeah, go ahead. All
right. I was going to say the zombies attacking the train. That was always one of my kind of like little pet peeves with it. But again, I can understand single developer. He's working his ass off trying to do this.
You talking like how they don't attack the train, or?
No, he said they're going to implement the zombie attacks.
Right.
Like in the update, like where they actually attack your train. So, repairing your train would be a thing.
Right. So with that, I'm curious how he's going to implement that. Is he going to implement it so that they attack the train and the train itself takes damage, or just the stuff that you build off of the train, like the walls or the steps or something like that?
Well, I wouldn't see how it wouldn't make it so the train could take damage. I mean, he does have it where, a spoiler alert for those who are about to hear this but haven't seen it, but when you guys got to the end and you hit that roadblock for the developer or anything that was going to come across, if you hit it with your train, everything died.
Yeah. I found that one out.
If your train can blow up there, I don't see why he wouldn't make it so that you can.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The train.
Or they could incapacitate your train and you'd have to go down the tracks on foot.
That'd be kind of cool.
Like they break a fuel line and you lose all your fuel, and now you got to go try and find more fuel and fix the fuel line and stuff like that. That would be kind of cool aspect too.
That'd be nice. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I did notice that they're also going to be giving some new powers to the zombies, like some unique mutations.
Yes,
the ability
I saw that
to shoot,
too.
Like they already have the ability to shoot poison, but shooting things like fire.
Meg is the only one that can do things.
Shells.
Meg's the only one that spits things, but like my thing with that is like, what kind of weapons are we gonna have to combat those kind of things? Like with Meg, one bow shot, one arrow to the head, she's done. But like if you have a dude that spits fire at you, like what kind of thing? Because I think
but I have also personally like dumped about 20 something shots into Meg and nothing.
It's probably because
it's a bow to her head. It doesn't do nothing. It takes forever to kill her. Yeah.
Right, but if she's already spit though,
in that same spot.
If she's
spit, I don't know if you've noticed this or not too, but if one of them does the little belch attack and there's a bunch of zombies standing around her,
they get
those zombies that walk away from them and they have that biological symbol on them.
Right.
So I've never really gotten anything from them, but I don't know if that makes them tougher or what.
Yes,
it makes them immune. They're immune until that radioactive goes away. Yeah,
they are super beefcaked when they get into that nasty
same
shit.
With her,
which is why we really hate her so much, because she's not OP, but it's just like she's annoying as hell.
There's other ones where they're going to be like able to do like the slow and the blinding, and there's also going to be the something where they can affect the psyche of the player. I'm not sure how that's going to work, and then they're going to be able to freaking heal or revive their fallen brethren. So,
I saw that one.
You kill 20 of them, and then all of a sudden they all get back up and come after you. Like that's gonna be disgustingly.
Who are they working for? UAC?
All right. Welcome to the Umbrella Corporation, my friend. How can I help you?
Exactly, right?
Union Aerospace Corporation.
Yeah, dude, it's just so weird. The stuff that's coming, and I'm really excited for the stuff that's coming, especially with like the what's it called? Yeah, the different zombies that are coming too. But like Molotovs and like other things like that, and some more weapons.
Oh, the Molotovs, crossbows, bows, and bait bombs.
Like the bait bombs. Yeah, the bait bombs are gonna go great. I can only imagine a couple things that W is gonna do with that because he likes his boom rocks.
Well, first off, blow myself up. So
of course.
Yeah.
If you haven't blown yourself up at least twice trying to use them properly, then you're not doing it right. So,
if you guys were paying attention to the Robo Dog thing as well, like it's going to turn into a junkie.
Yeah, like a turret or something. Like I saw that.
Set up a turret on it, awesome. carry it as part of the cargo abilities too. So there's the zombie bosses of key locations. The only place that I could think of is in that junkyard with the train lever. That is supposed to have.
I imagine there'll be more.
Right, but I'm just like going through my mind. Is every POI going to have a boss, or is it only at key locations where you're going to have something that for
like stages, like every section you get to, where you need something special or unique.
Right, yeah. Like when you got to have the train lever.
Maybe you're gonna have a boss before you get one of the good things, like the guns. Like the pump action shotgun in the police station.
Yeah, but that means you're gonna need the pump shotty to take out the boss, though.
Well, not necessarily. They could make it so that you can take them out a different way because you received the gun in the previous section.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and like there's always like a different strategy. Like the first time I ever ran into one of the the walking Buick guys, like I think I dumped like 20. I forget. I actually put the count on screen, like 22 odd something rounds into one of these dudes, and it does take a lot. Now, if you do a lot of headshots, or especially like with the arrows and such, like it does, wear on them.
It takes 5 shots with the arrows in the head, 3 shots with the pump action, and like somewhere around the realm of 12 shots with the handgun in the head.
Yeah.
Only the head, missing anywhere else. You hit anywhere else, and you can triple that number.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's ridiculous. But, man, you got to do what you got to do to keep the game interesting, though.
Yeah, he's beyond. He's beyond a Buick. He's a freaking tank.
Right?
Right. Well, I mean, I'm referring to, like, the older Buicks. And he does actually hit just about as hard as a Buick, because the first time he popped me, like, I was flying,
yeah, it's like he broke you, like he freaking like folded you in half, and you're stuck on the ground. It's
right.
Had to happen to me too.
That could also affect your psyche too. Like I was trying to remember what game that I played recently that had like a psyche thing, and I believe it was Ebola 2. And
Ebola 2.
Yeah, it had like one of those little hidden counters for your psyche, and what it would do was make your aim a little bit shaky. So like the scarier the enemy, then like your hand would shake a little bit more, so the less accurate it would be.
Interesting.
Kind of like when you try to hold back a shot on the bow on arc, right? Like it just starts shaking after a while.
Yeah.
It's so hard to hold it. Yeah.
What is it? And the mechanics creating a complex character leveling system. So I'm pretty sure
I was
like
just gonna bring that up. Yeah, like that's crazy enough right there. Yeah, I hope he incorporates it into that concept part of it. Yeah.
So would it be like an unlockable, not unlockable, but like a perk to not have the wiggle, like that kind of thing, like a steady arm or some shit like that?
Hard to say. It's hard to say what he's thinking. It could be kind of like 7 Days to Die, where you can unlock the ability to make bows or to repair them, which would be nice. That's something in this game needs, is the ability to repair your weapons.
Yeah, that was one of the things I have on my list. Please put in a repairing thing, because rebuilding it,
be able to repair full of stuff.
Because rebuilding it from scratch every single time,
I should be able to fix it.
Yeah, right.
Seriously, like if I can build the hammer, I should be able to fix it.
Yep.
If you can build a hammer, you can fix a hammer.
Yeah. Exactly. The other thing that's kind of like on my dislikes list, since we're on dislikes and we unanimously did not like that one, was reloading after every shot with the bow.
Oh yeah, the auto reload would be nice, where you just keep hitting the fire button and it just automatically reloads. Okay, I don't mind that it takes time. I don't mind that it takes that
like honestly, do you have a
animation to get it to go on? But
But I was sitting there thinking like the reloading the bow. Like, I mean, really, does a bow in real life reload like that? I mean, sure, it's annoying, but
yeah.
It doesn't reload, but if I was in a scenario where I am in this game and I had a bow,
right?
Once I take that shot, my automatic first thought is to grab another arrow.
Oh shit, I am still being fucked.
I need to take my other hand and go grab another arrow while I tried to shoot with my right. Like, no, that's how it feels, right? It feels awkward that you have to go and do that.
You have to break your adrenaline or your flow to grab another arrow or bail, whatever.
Because to me, like if I'm in that scenario, my automatically thought is I'm grabbing another freaking arrow. Like, if that thing's coming at me, I'm grabbing another arrow, whether it drops dead or not. That arrow's getting knocked.
Right. If I have an arrow in my quiver or available, it's not knocked, that's a fail on my part. So that'd be like an automatic thing, just to do it.
Yeah.
I'd like to see like looking down the reticles too.
That would be nice. Yeah. Adding the center
ADS
reticles for the looking. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Question for both of you. Like your biggest dislike of the whole game. Go. I'll tell you mine while you're thinking about yours. And this is really stupid, but like the font that you have to try to read when you pick up a note. It's so hard.
Yeah.
And I know it sounds so stupid, but I'm just like, what the hell is this trying to say? But like, that's an actual font.
That doesn't bother me because it's actually written better than I can write, so it's all good.
Yeah, like
I'm fluent in chicken scratch.
My print.
I'm fluent in chicken scratch as well, but like, I know what I'm trying to say. I wrote it, but when I'm trying to read somebody else, it's just like, what? What?
Dude, even trying to read some of my own, I'm kind of like, what is this?
It depends on how much I've had to drink.
I'm talking sober.
My least favorite thing of all time is especially like, and it stems to where I'm at right now, like being in that town. My biggest pet peeve is the slow ass walk back and forth to the train with the very little amount of loot that you can carry and no way to give yourself any kind of wheelbarrow or vehicle or anything to get it back. I understand they're bringing the dog, but how much weight is it going to carry, right? Like,
yeah, true. Because even if it's like the same amount of stuff that you can carry, like say you can carry 100 pounds and then the dog can carry 100 pounds. It's like, that's 200 pounds worth of junk. And I realize that for Tundra, that's not nearly enough. For me, that's fine. Because I don't have to turn over.
Give me a motorcycle.
I don't have to turn over.
It's also the ability to find or make a motorcycle, because I can build a ramp and get it up and off a train.
And I thought about that too. I thought that'd be pretty sweet to have like a motorcycle or a mini bike or like even a bicycle that has like a little basket in front where you can just throw a little couple things in there. It's like and just ride it up a ramp and then just whoop, bam, get off of it, do your thing, just back it out, and then you're gone again. Like that'd be so awesome. Some kind of vehicle.
I mean, like the train is your main base, right? Like having that mode of transportation off the tracks,
or hell,
would be a freaking lifesaver.
Or hell, what if we could ride the dog? Like that'd be so cool.
That'd be interesting.
Or a little red pull behind wagon,
a little radio flyer.
Happy to see me.
A little radio flyer wagon.
Yep.
I'm a kid again.
Okay, go ahead there, Wargoul.
I'm trying to think like
He's trying to think logically.
Some of my just trying to think period. But as far as I can't really put one like thing. It's just like a series of things. It's like a little nitpicky stuff. One of my main things obviously is the grenades or the science devices. I feel like they don't have quite the thump they should, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
And there's some of the weapons. Yes, the weapons logic. There we go. Like I understand, like they're dead, and they obviously take more shots or whatever. But like, dead or not, you throw a frag grenade at somebody's foot, it's going to like blow some limbs off. They are not going to be happy.
That's true. Yeah. I'm changing my answer to the boom pebbles not being powerful enough.
Dead or alive, you shoot a 9mm into a human skull, it's going to go through and hit the brain. So I don't see why a bow does better damage.
That's true.
And like, and then since we're on the topic of explosions here and explosives, the barrels make absolutely no sense. Like sometimes you can be standing like right on them and be fine. Other times you can be like 20 foot away from them and you're like 2% health.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get
my next one. Yeah.
And then you get jumped from some random that jumped from a random fast dude that snuck up on you where you're like, what just happened? And now you're dead. Because you didn't realize you were at G health.
Yeah, their damage. The damage makes no sense too. So the weapon consistency and damage makes no sense, and I guess that's my biggest pet peeves there.
Those are pretty big.
Add to that the fact that you can carry only so much weight. Like a lot of times you're full up, you got a little bit of metal on you, or you're almost full as it is. But you can still pick up that full ass barrel of freaking fire and throw it and shoot it. Like,
yeah, it's true.
What the hell? You shouldn't be able to pick it up if you're full. It has zero weight to it at all.
Full is full.
Make sense. Like,
I really wish there was a way we knew what was the deal with the cash that we pick up.
They use the metric system.
It's coming. It's actually listed here. So
really?
You're gonna have. Well, he doesn't physically say the cash, but where is it? Settlements with NPCs giving quests and merchants.
Oh yeah, that's right. There was
the ability to buy stuff.
Yep, it's right under NPC quest companion and train crew. Yeah, good point. Good call.
Yes.
When we drink like a bottle of water, we get that the plastic scrap or whatever. Do you guys think that after we eat like a can of crunchy tuna or something metallic, we should get some scrap metal?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
that seems logical.
That's just that's 7 days logic right there.
Well, I think that's any kind of logic.
Standard logic, if you ask me, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I should also be able to take that can of tuna, and if I'm not hungry and I have no weapons left, I should be able to throw it in the zombie's face and have it damage.
Do something.
Maybe not a lot, but some.
Yeah, just at least stagger it, something.
Well, I mean, it should also be
that actually would be a good mechanic.
Yeah.
So since we're still on the topic of loot and stuff, is there an abundance of loot? Is there too much of it?
I don't know if there's too much of it, and I love my loot.
Yep.
There's never really too much loot, but in this case, I don't know if there's too much because I haven't really done a lot with the train, and it does take a lot of materials to actually do stuff with the train. Once all these other things get implemented, it's going to get costly real fast.
Right.
I think what's going to be the problem is getting the loot fast enough to be able to do what you want to.
I think that's where the dog and the multiplayer would come in really handy. Just having multiple people being able to like just knuckle down and grab all the shit that you can from every little POI and whatever.
So and I have a question. Go ahead first.
Oh,
Chuck.
It brings up the point that sorry, I dropped my mic so I wouldn't cough in your ear there. But it brings up the point like you can bounce back and forth, and then like all of a sudden everything's just magically respawn. Like if I wanted 20 pump shotguns, I would just have to bounce out of the biome and then bounce back, and then
that's true.
Bam.
Yeah, and I think that's actually something that should be removed from the game.
Yeah,
stuff. It's okay if the zombies respawn, but I don't think the loot should respawn just by you leaving and coming back. It should be a timed basis.
I don't think that he does that on purpose. There's a mechanic that you have to.
It's something in the code he's gonna have to alter. But my question was gonna be, what do you guys think of the statement in the crafting section where it says farming and ranch on board train?
Yeah,
I was able to have cows and stuff.
I was wondering the same thing. Like that'd be really interesting to have like, or maybe he's gonna put horses in there. We can ride horses or something. That'd be weird.
Gee, man, I'd be down with that.
Shoot, ride a cow,
buggy and stuff.
Right?
Yeah, I'd ride a cow. They're beefy.
But yeah, dude, like the ranch aspect or just the bigger farming aspect would be pretty interesting.
It kind of puts me in mind of Raft.
Yeah.
Like how you can put little plots of land for all your critters, like the llama and stuff like that. But like you kind of have to put a little bit of thought into what you're doing.
I think that with the potatoes and like all that stuff, like I used 2 of the bigger ones, and with every potato plant, I had it written down somewhere. Like with every potato plant, you get like 3 potatoes or something.
3. You get 3, yeah.
But like, where's the necessity for that many potatoes? He only takes 1 to make the boiled potato meal. But like, I'm thinking that there's gonna be like, for the potato meal, I thought it was only 1. And then you can plant the other.
It's 3. Well, Chuck, you're in the game right now. Why don't you look?
He's not in the game. He's not in the game anymore. He realized he realized how distracting it was.
No, I honestly have not made the cooking station, so
we'll make it real quick.
And I think I had made a point. It's like, why would I need to cook when I can just have like 30 bags of chips?
Right.
What is in that aspect, I will say the loot is too extensive. Like you don't need to find that much food. If it's the zombie apocalypse, food is not going to be that readily available.
Correct.
Scrap metal, yes.
Correct.
Scrap metal, yes. Wood, yes. Food, no. Food would be scarce, and you should have to grow.
I have in my notes where to go. Potatoes, for instance, give you 3 potatoes per plant and 15 per big box. But it takes only 1 potato to make a boiled potato meal. If the options were available, you can make alcohol out of it to make fuel or something if you run low.
Or even just alcohol for you to use to make med kits or
Molotovs or get wasted. There's options, but as it stands,
gas is super scarce.
Because as it stands right now. That's like the only thing you can do with potatoes. And we forgot to say this disclaimer at the beginning. We do fully understand that this is like an alpha game. Like we get it. Like this is still in development. We're not dumb. We're not new at this. we get it.
All right. So
all we're doing at this point in time is we're just offering suggestions and options for them to, or for the developer to move forward in a way that is going to be beneficial for everybody. Like this is how we see it, but we're just 3 people. So
yeah,
I don't know what the rest of the community is thinking. I assume that we're all kind of on the same page because we all game and we all love the concept of doing survival stuff. But
I love the concept of doing this on a train. Like incorporating the train is an awesome thing.
Oh, the train's amazing. But like, I mean, nobody in the right mind plays Ark the way Ark was originally intended, where it takes you literally an entire week to raise 1 dinosaur.
This is very true.
Oh god, no.
No one does that. So it's the same idea here. Like I don't want to spend 17 hours to clear one town. Although I did.
Yeah, you did.
We're
still watching those. We're still watching those damn episodes 6 months later.
All right. So here's another little pet peeve I just discovered.
Tomorrow's the last one. I made a promise in the last one that the next one is the last one. So,
and we don't know. Well, I don't know when I'm going to air this podcast thing, but yeah. So, anyways, go ahead, W.
If you have an item in your tool belt, say in this case I had the oven component in there, and I go to actually build the electric oven, it said that I didn't have it.
No, but it's in your tool belt. Yeah. But everything in your tool belt's not classified as something on your person. I know it's kind of weird for that.
Okay, yeah.
It has to be in your bag.
I mean, it's not like I couldn't build it. I've still got junk everywhere in here. Now, what I do like is if you don't like the placement of something, you can pick it up and it doesn't waste any resources.
I do like that too.
Yeah, absolutely.
The last thing that I really wanted to touch on like a safety or an anti-seizure thing is like when you're looting with a flashlight, not the headlamp, when you have the flashlight and you open a box, like you drop the flashlight, and if you do it too fast, I don't know if that's going to trigger somebody's seizures and shit like that. So that might be something that should be fixed really quick. At the moment, controller support, there isn't any. For those of you who are more controller oriented instead of mouse and keyboard, I looked into this one, and as of April 20th, 2021, there's no support yet, but he's going to work on optimizing everything to a little bit higher of a resolution and everything before he works on controller support. So it's coming. It's coming.
Nice.
Relax. It's coming.
Nice.
Okay, now I'm done. That's the last thing I have. Go.
Well, I have a few more things. But that's okay. We're gonna go with this next one first and foremost. You having that thing in your tool belt and not being able to make the item. I would like to see them incorporate the ability to have where it just pulls from the storage facilities that are around it. So when you go to make something, it just grabs the items that are in the storage facility. You don't have to have them on your person. You don't have to have them in, you're there and you're working it,
similar to Grounded, right?
Right beside you, right? It has to, exactly. And that's what I was going to bring up, that update that they did in Grounded where they made it so you could do that. It's fantastic. Just like the ability to pick things up and move them around without losing anything. It just pulls all the stuff out of it. That's all it does.
And I imagine it would make it a lot better, seeing as how if you're overweight here and then you have to get something, but you don't have to, or you have to do the inventory shuffle.
Yeah,
and to prevent that,
I need to make another storage facility because I have 7 of them right now, and they're all full.
Shit. Well, we all know why they're full, but yes,
I seriously have 2 of them that are just wooden scrap metal. That's it. They're 200 kilos of wooden scrap metal in them.
Nothing wrong with Tundra.
Potatoes give you a lot of food.
Nothing wrong with Tundra at all. Perfectly normal. Nothing wrong with him.
I have a ton of food, ton of meds, ton of everything. And
how do you keep the ants out of your stuff in that game?
You got to build it off the ground.
Oh, so don't.
I'm not in Grounded right now. You guys are playing Grounded, which is a game that I wanted to bring up as well for us to talk about during this. With all the updates that have come out and the Shroom and Doom update that came with Grounded, have you guys you guys have read and you guys have watched that video that they put up for the update, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't think I've seen it. So I've got the I guess it would technically be the second video since the first one was a 2-parter, but I haven't went to mess with the broodmother. I know they moved her from the frisbee to a cave or something.
There's a frisbee?
Yeah, she used to be on the frisbee. Yeah, she used to be on the frisbee. I remember that.
I haven't done much of anything in that game for a while. Once I got it, I started doing it. I was like, okay, this is a little bit too early access for me still. I'm gonna back away from Grounded for a bit and then come back. But then the Shroom and Doom came in, and I was like, okay, let's just try to.
Yeah, I stopped playing it right there before the koi pond.
Yeah, same here. And that's the thing with the new Shroom and Doom update and all the other updates that happened in between, where they have the crow and they have everything else that's going on and the bees and all that stuff. I was thinking about possibly this being another game that I up and come and start playing after I'm done with Zompiercer, if the updates for Zompiercer haven't come in for new content or new areas. Now, what do you guys think? I know you both started playing it and you're only a little bit ways in. What about doing it as like all of us?
I will quit right now just so I can have some people show me how to play that game better. So I'm totally down. Because right now I'm like, let's go this way. I'm like, oh, shiny, something, squirrely. Whoa, what are we doing?
Yeah, because Grounded does really seem like one of those games that was designed like you can do it on your own, but but it is probably best experienced with friends.
Yeah,
absolutely. And
definitely.
I think that's what we should do. So I mean, I got a little bit of ways to go with Zompiercer and fucking love that game, but
yeah,
but I am willing to start. I'm willing to start going on Grounded because I think it's time. The game has got enough content that I think it's time that I do something with Grounded because I'm gonna need something new, and I think that's the way to go. I mean, until of course Awful 20 comes out, because then all of us are gonna be busy with that. So
yeah, like Ark is one of those things. Also, like it was, I think, meant to be played with other people. It is fun on its own merits and by yourself, but
agreed. And with mine going through trying to survive the arcs solo all the way across, you know, it's not gotten the momentum that I've kind of hoped for. It's getting some momentum, and it's good. And I love my community. I love the people that are out there. I love the fact that they come and they watch it. You guys as well included, of course. But I think that I would get so much better traction if there was banter with other people. So I think that when this one's done, either I continue on solo, or if the three of us can get together and do an ARC series as well, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, because one of the things I'm having a lot of trouble with is just like, it really does give you the last person on Earth vibe, especially with just how big some of the maps, especially Ragnarok, is.
Oh,
and like I'm still
not that
doing
big anymore.
Well, I mean, yeah, you've Gens 2.
That's true. But, Gen 2 just dwarfed that map.
Gen 2 is massive.
So, you know, like trying to record it, especially on, like, not necessarily with my schedule or whatever, it's just trying to get content and, you know, progression and flow. Trying to get flow on that has been just, it has just been a slog. But I mean, I'm making progress with it, but
that's why you got to do what I started doing with mine. I mean, like, I was going where it was, I would go a day cycle, and get as much done as I can. And a day cycle for me in that game is 1 hour. Once the day is done, it's been an hour of recording. That is usually enough content for me to cut right down to anywhere between 17 to 27 minutes.
That's a lot of cutting.
That's
a shit ton of cutting. Yeah, that's a lot of. Yeah, that's true.
But you know what? When you're traveling from one end of the center to the other end of the center, that's literally true. Like freaking 10 minutes real time.
10, 15 minutes. Yeah, that's a lot.
On an Argentinavis, that's slow. It's slow as shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is at that point, right?
Just reminded me that I lost my Cappy. Damn it.
That's one of the reasons I put turn flight speed up on there, so I can like pump some flight speed.
Yep.
But if I started to try and make it so that I could have better flow in my videos, I would spend a day or two and just go and mine or harvest metal, wood, and all the little crap things that, you know, nobody wants to see. I mean, everybody's seen it 100,000 times. Nobody wants to sit there and watch you bang on a rock for 15 minutes in your video.
Right.
So, you know, just get rid of it. No one wants to see it. They don't want to see you messing around in your inventory or any of that crap either. So the more you can cut that out and just spend that off camera, the better. So I spend hours actually playing that game, getting set up for the next video.
Yeah, I put as a poll on Twitter, like what people wanted to see when it came to like inventory management, and I put like cut it out altogether, leave it all in there, or speed it up with music or whatever. And most people actually wanted to see it sped up with music of the whatever 5 votes that I got.
7 Days to Die. Yeah.
Right. So with Ark, you could do something, I don't know, you could probably do something similar to that. You could probably do like not really like a jumpy cut thing, but speed it up a little bit and then fade it out and then come back when you're all done. Or I don't know. Like there's options that you can do. I don't know. I am obviously not the guy to give a lot of pointers on that kind of stuff. Giving my sub count.
Therein lies the bonus to having multiple people in the game, right? So
yes,
if there's 3 of us playing, right?
Yeah. If you're going off collecting wood, me and W could be over here like building something or taming something, but
yeah, and we just cut that part of me out,
right?
You know, it doesn't need to be there because
I'll never cut you out.
There's still something for people to see, you know.
Never going to give you up. Never going to let you down.
Never going to cut you out, my friend. Okay. Stop rickrolling ourselves.
Yeah. Well, it brings up another interesting point back here on Zompiercer. Let's see here. What is it? The partial character customization.
Mm-hmm.
Necessity and detail will be discussed. So, like, it also comes up with the Alpha 20 too, with the equipment and everything like that. Like, and their update on how they're the supercharger for the Jeep and stuff like that. So, what are they going to do on here?
That's a good question. Yeah. Not only are they adding a supercharger for the Jeep on 7 Days to Die, but the multiplayer is going to get a whole lot better because the Jeep's actually going to get an update where you can add more seats, so it can be up to 4 people. The helicopter is supposed to be up to 2 people.
Excuse me.
And the motorcycle is supposed to be up to 2 people.
A 2-seater cycle. That's awesome.
2-seater cycle, 2-seater gyrocopter, and a 4-seater truck. So,
man, a 2-seater gyro would be absolutely stupendous. I would love that.
Oh, fantastic, right?
Because that's
double things that I did notice just in the last little bit, like on Ark and on Zompiercer here, is they both are looking at adding. Zompiercer's one of the possibilities, adding support for VR. Could you imagine playing Zompiercer in virtual reality?
I would, especially with the new character updates, like with the new character models that they're gonna drop and putting that stuff in VR. Oh man. I would almost
definitely
added the support for it.
Right. But I'm talking about Zompiercer with like the newer models that are coming out within the next whenever they drop. Because like those new models look awesome too for Zompiercer.
Yes, they do.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna miss the cartoony
That's
look.
Not the artwork.
I'm gonna miss the I'm gonna miss the cartoony look. The big bulbous head.
It's got its own little, it's got its own little charm to it.
It does.
It really does.
But hey, man, you got to evolve.
Myself getting eaten by a raptor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in VR.
Yeah.
Oh God. No, thank you. Do we hit all the bases that we had on this game?
I know I did. Touch bases on a few other games.
The only thing I have left for anybody still listening is, well, do you guys like this idea for a series? Is it cool if you guys hear us talk about games that we play and might want to get other people to interested in? And what are some other games that you guys might, want us to kind of deep dive into and, just give us some feedback. What do you think of this kind of idea?
Yeah, leave it in the comments. Yeah. Hit us up with a like.
Yeah, or
find us on Twitter.
That'd be great for say, I know Wargoul's going for his 10,000 sub mark. I'm going for a 300 sub mark right now. I'd like to actually go for 1,000. And Chris, what's your goal right now?
I'm trying to shoot for 100. I'm trying to get them triple digits, but I just keep getting that ping pong, man. I keep going up and then going back down 3 or 4, and
then dude, they'll have that, and I've seen it
happens, man.
2 or 3 times now on my channel.
So good talk.
I can good talk
for the 50th time.
Yeah, I think this is a good layout. I think we did really well here. We covered a lot of bases, a lot of talking points, a lot of the upcomings and the road work plan for Zompiercer and stuff like that. And hopefully we got a couple things sorted out on what we want to do. I would love to play Grounded with the two of yous. So we're gonna have to.
And you were worried that there would be problems with playing with each other.
Yeah. Well, this is just a chat session. This isn't really playing with each other. But I feel like if you're gonna try to troll me, shooting my head with an AK or some shit in 7 days on purpose, we're gonna have a problem with that. But like,
I generally turn friendly fire off on the servers just because
can't do it. We got to keep it on.
The wild shot.
We got to keep it on. It's gonna add on to it.
No, you gotta keep it on because it adds to it. I mean, like it's not like watching Neebs Gaming if you don't watch Simon get shot in the head by Thick once in a while. It's not the same, right? So
or watching Duralius shoot Verts. That shit's hilarious. Twice. I'm back, boys. I'm back, boys. Done. Yeah. Okay, enough of the tangent.
It's me. Cool. I did introduce myself.
All right, guys. I'm out of here. We'll chat later.
Yeah.
All right, man.
See you, fellas.
Later on.